Hey, Old Boar here. Welcome back to Cities Skylines 1. This is Dakota Falls, which is a highly detailed map on the Steam Workshop. Cities Skylines 1. What an amazing thing. Got a lot of custom trees. And this mod that is allowing me to move around like a cinematic camera is also really nice. Here's our Piggly Wiggly. You know, if you keep your population down in Cities Skylines 1, you can have some pretty amazing things. Those mountains in the distance are actually made by procedural objects, so you have to have the procedural objects mod in order to do that, in order to load the map. Probably some of these are as well. He's just done a lot of detail with the rocks. I'm not for sure if I have the correct theme installed. We're going to check it out. There's a theme mix for this map, Dakota Falls. There we go. That's the correct map theme. This is the AD Clouds Replacer. These are the moving clouds that I have right now chosen. And this is the first little community that I built out. Just look at the detail. You know, I looked on the Steam Workshop this morning for trains for Cities Skylines 1. And there are just hundreds of assets of super highly detailed trains. And I cannot imagine that the people at Colossal Order were just going to forget that all of that hard work has been done for City Skylines. And so I'm thinking that they knew if we wanted to paint detail, we would use City Skylines 1. And if we wanted to more easily play the game, we would use City Skylines 2. I'm thinking that that must have been in their minds even throughout all the process of getting the game out in the time frame that they had, etc. This is actually an error that sometimes loads with the map, and you're going to need to select these nodes individually and just bring those down. They're retaining walls. It's just little details that I haven't gotten around to. Just page down. I'm not for sure if this is actually correct. You could just delete it. You could delete it altogether. But those are very detailed retaining walls that you would see on the side of this little interchange here. This little overpass. Now this is the set of roads that you have to load the map as well, and we're just gonna put a node in here somewhere so that it gives it a pillar. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. I guess we could just leave it alone until I can remember how to put the node. Add a node. This is how you would add a node here. Network multi-tool. So I've been playing Cities Skylines 2 and I'm really enjoying it. And so your painter is your Cities Skylines 1 game, which basically gives you an unlimited amount of resources. Almost unlimited. This little McDonald's, the Piggly Wiggly, etc. These houses. Not for sure if I've got a garbage problem here. We're fine. Just takes him a while. And so we have our little town on the other side of the road, and this is our train yard, rail yard, and our lumber processing. And to put in forestry is really the idea here on this map. And to connect little towns together, and just to build out little rural spaces, and to detail them. We haven't really done too much detail with this little town. These are some new houses that I've put in the Steam Workshop. Just see what these look like. I believe these are from Australia. Just wanted to see how they looked and see if they were going to fit in this map. We just have very little commercial here. It's nice. I would want to do this one. And skip the tree. Put this one here. Yeah, you can use move it, and if you just hold down on Alt, it snaps that back into place. And of course, You can put your tree anarchy on and make this go right up next to that path. City Skylines 1, very different game from City Skylines 2. So where would we put the next little village? This is our little village for the workers at the mill. And we have our high school here, and across the river we have our elementary school. It's the wrong hat. High school. University we do not have. Public libraries we do not have. And if you are, even if you're playing without money and you want to look at your bank budget, your budget, and you want to keep your citizens happy, you'd put it in a university pretty early. City Skylines 1. This is the public library, which should go right back in here. So with the university's DLC, you get this elaborate set of different assets. And you can choose between the look. Liberal arts, it's a little bit more modern. The technical school is more modern and has the whole set of assets. And the university, just the regular university, is kind of more traditional. I'm kind of liking that background. And we don't really have the population for a university. You could plop just a normal one down to suffice to get your citizens the ability to become more educated. But the way the game works, it's better to do just one. They're going to get trained on where that university is. And if we were to grow out this population into this area, this is probably where the university would be. Let's see what kind of interchanges we have here. If we were going to make a massive city, I have this, which is a mix master. Goes off to 7 different points. And I actually put it into a map because I did a stack interchange, spaghetti interchange on City Skylines 2. And this is where you would just build out a massive city. You'd probably do it right here. You might turn it around. It's pretty cool. And we've got a good interchange right here. going off to 4 points, and it interchanges them all nicely on 4. So, and I'm learning a little bit more about how to, oops, didn't want to do that. I want to get these. Learning a little bit more about how to do interchanges. So right around in this area here, I'm going to put this university. And I might go ahead and put in just a few more houses to get our population at least up to 1,000. Got a fire here. Do we have fire station? We should. Bragg Fire Station. We just don't put the fire station in. And where would the fire station be? Probably near here to get to the other side where the mill is. I probably put the fire station near the mill. There's a burnt down building right there, so I guess I didn't put in fire. I'm gonna put one in over here. And it's not going to be able to get to these houses, so this little community also needs its fire station. There's the First Skyline Bank right there. So as I'm getting reaccustomed to Cities Skylines 1 and giving you a little bit of a tour, you cannot delete a burning building. And figuring out what I'm going to do, you're getting a little bit of a catch-up overview of Dakota Falls. It looks like I don't have police over here either. Let's see about police. It's just so peaceful and tranquil that I have forgotten to put in those particular assets. But at 1,000 people, you're not going to really need that right away, at least. And so we're going to put the little police station in. This little university police department, or Midtown, something that looks more fitting to this area. This is our little commercial row. There goes the fire truck. Finally, I think I have these fire trucks for a different series. Either that or I didn't choose the fire, didn't choose the fire truck at the fire station. See if I can remember where I put it. It's right here. And we want this Pierce Velocity red pumper. So we want to do that over here as well. It's much more detailed. That was the vanilla fire station. And so I think I'm going to put the police over here. This looks more like the place for the police station. And where would it go? It's quite the building. It's quite big. This is too small. This is fairly modern, a little smaller. Doesn't fit. Where this really goes is on its own road. Let's see. And these little paths are going to get deleted if I don't put anarchy on. It's on. I must be using this 10-unit road here. I am using the 10-unit road. And we're just going to lose the little path. Those are Parks and Wildlife DLC. We have so much grass in this particular area, I think I'm going to renege on putting in the police station there. And go back this way with it. That's a 10-unit road. And it's not quite straight, is it? This is a little better. We also have a special police car that we choose, which is the CSNP Ford Crown Victoria. It's pretty standard. Both of those. There's the Crown Victoria. And it's got the little sheriff's star on it, as opposed to just the vanilla car. That's the vanilla car. It's not bad. The vanilla car is not bad. And this requires just a little bit of detailing. And this is Midtown Police Station, 80 patrol cars capacity. And we've got some trees coming up through. Sometimes you can't get underneath them, and you would just move it and move it back. And the one in the middle that you can see turning here, that's part of the asset. And I have changed these assets to autumn trees with Bob, which I've got my icons separated here. This needs to be here, and this needs to be not over the roads. But these trees have been changed to the autumn adler, and we could revert it back to its vanilla state. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get those vanilla trees. And so hide vanilla, and we might choose Douglas fir, 17 meters, and the bush cluster of weeds brown, black pine maybe. Just see what that looks like. It's the bush that's in the very center of it. It's a little tree that got out of control right in the middle of the police station. Just to get refamiliarized with City Skylines 1. It is much more relaxing than I imagined. And we can close that down. This is our little Piggly Wiggly that we have plopped some shopping carts there. These are our props. And you might find a Coke machine outside the police station. I doubt it. These are little electrical boxes that you would want to have anarchy on for. Go back on this back end here. You'd be surprised how these little bits add that detail to the scene. And I've always wondered, why would someone want to detail? These are the benches here. These benches don't really fit. Why would you want to add this kind of detail? There's our ambulance. That's a special asset. We've also chosen to come out of the clinics. Why would you want to go to the trouble of all this detail and this grass, this grassy hill in here? Well, my friends, because it's relaxing. And you know that you've done it, and you can always revisit this area. I like these regular paths. And we need a straight path. I'm going to cover over 2 trees here. And because we have anarchy on, though, we will be able to see those trees and move them. That way they're still being used in game, and you're not wasting your CPU for hidden trees. I love these bare trees. This one is just a little bit out of place. It probably goes here. And these are human planted trees. And we would need to connect this little path together. Maybe not. Maybe just put a bush. These are really handy. This is a ruler that allows you to check the heights of your island, train stations, etc. It's just a prop, but sometimes you need it to make sure that your passengers are going to get off your train station. These are fields, paths. This adds quite a bit of detail. These are decals. You could put so that you're not seeing the sidewalk. They're just decals. They just plop down. This is a tiny one. Different shape. Here's a little bit of mud. This is our train station, which is very bare. Really nice little truck. And so on your forest brush revisited, we could use weeds right around the train tracks. Just plop those down and then move them with move it. That will spice up the scene quite a bit, just those few little weeds. And it has rotation built in. You would mix those colors together. There's actually 2 different colors going on there. Kind of typical for right around the train tracks. You might have a few too many of these. not terrain conforming much. This is the grass, which has bushes as well. Now here's our train. And this is an asset that I've added, which is a coal train. It's actually a little switcher or shunter. This is a really nice train station, which is an asset. It is the Amtrak Rochester train station, which has a special high entry platform. And we don't have but one person here. And I think she got discouraged and is going back. Well, she works as a volunteer just to keep an eye on the passengers to make sure that they're good. Interesting. That must be her car there. And she went down into that stairwell, and she probably is going to come out and finally figure out where she parked. No, she's going to stay at work. Okay. Kathleen Dixon. She's a volunteer. So just little bits of detail. And just not quite going to make that work out, I don't think. It's okay. And so what we want to do is put in the university. We're going to need a road, and we're going to come off of this highway, or should we just bring a road over? These are all 10-unit roads. Are they? No, they're just regular one-way roads. And we could come off of this main road here. It's just a 2-lane road, normal. We could upgrade it to 4. And we probably want to use bicycle path, bicycle lanes, to get people in the habit of riding their bicycles across to the university. About 20 feet, and we want to put on this, the elevated road. And we probably want to take the tree anarchy off so we don't have all of that. Get a little bit of it. I've noticed that. It's okay. And we might want to go 10 here. And then 30. Let's see what 30 is. $30, $40. So we'd want to go 20 first. Then elevated road 39, and whoa, nice clouds. Then get the pillar right up to the edge. That's truck clearance pretty much. Another 10 units, drop it down to 20. Put this back on and drop it down to ground level. You just have to move your mouse around until you see the little circle highlight. Whoops. Or Control Z. This is your node controller. And you click on this, and then you go to let's see, I think it's a bend, no, middle. You're gonna get this. You probably don't want that. Crossing, you can put the crosswalks there. Stretched, and that's where you could kind of just take care of that little dip there. You really don't want the crossings, I don't think. You're gonna have to click off and on again. It's a super mod, super mod. I think we use stretched. And what did we do with this one? We just brought it up and brought this down. And then we can use move it maybe to just bring this up a little. Not that much. It's okay. It's better than what it was before. This is actually a lot better over here. The node controller and the network multi-tool would be great for Cities Skylines too. But they're trying to get them all integrated into just one mod, I believe. I still have node controller on. We could add a node. I'm not for sure if it's going to allow us to add a node. This is node controller. So let's see how we could fix this. Not like that. Just bring this dip up a little bit. Rotate, shift, more options. There it is, slope. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've used node controller, and this one's already set to slope. That's what we want. Just pop it, click it, and like it. And so are we going to get university here? And we're going to take this same bicycle lane. This leads up to the beginnings. We don't want to take out those hilly features. That's what gives this university some character. And then we're going to just curve around just because that makes it look a little bit more realistic, I think. Probably not in the shape of this. And so this particular first piece comes in and across. And then we have another piece here in the middle. And hopefully it's up on a hill. This is the hill for the library or whatever. And then we want the university. And in order to have this all function correctly, we have to put in this paint a campus area, universities DLC. If you slightly hold your hand over the middle of the road, it'll do that neatly for you. This will look nice with the mountains in the backdrop. There's your campus area, which you can name. And now we want this just normal university, and there's one of these buildings you have to plop first, which is the administration building. University administration building, you want it right here. And it's saying, because I have my transparency on that, let's see, maybe it's not that. Which one do you have to plant first? There it is. That's the University Administration Building for Dakota Falls. And then right up here, we're going to want to level this a bit so that we can have buildings there. And this as well. It's going to be nice. It's going to be super nice. And then these dormitories, I like to put this direction. a few. This is the study hall, which would go nicely between the dormitories. And then I like to go down the line here so that I'm sure I'm getting them all. This one you only get to put once. Groundskeeping goes into the back. These little clubs I like to put somewhere back in there. These I like to put on either side. And I might want to put this tree anarchy on so I don't miss those trees. There's one. No, that is outdoor study. That doesn't go there. That goes on a road here. A one-lane bicycle lane. Could just come all the way across with these. Probably could even have this coming through here at an angle. These little one-way roads. And then the outdoor study goes there. And that gets paths. Which you can take. Let's see. Hit the home key. Take up to here. Take across. Take out this way. Maybe put it across so that they don't look so wonky. And now the university gymnasium. I like to put it back over here. There's this as well, which is your aquatics, basketball, track and field, baseball, and then this one, it's a big footprint. But we might as well add it next to the gymnasium. We'll fix all of these little wonky areas. This is the cafeteria, which very fittingly would go here. Now this is the University Fountain 1, which I like to put right here. And then there's a second one. No, it's University Academic Statue. This fountain does not go there. It's the University Academic Statue. Goes here. And there's another University Academic Statue. That was 2, this is 1. We're going to do this, and this, and this. The gardener planted a different kind of tree right there. So there we have it, Dakota Falls University. Take care now.